Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of FS-360 PODSESSION. On today's show, we have Bernie, founder and CEO of MaTontine, a fintech providing access to financial services to the financially excluded in francophone Africa. MaTontine is one of the most exciting fintech projects in Africa right now, and we will explore its value proposition in detail. I hope you enjoy this very powerful chat with Bernie. Hello, my brother. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Fernando?
I'm very well. Where are you today?
I'm in Dakar today, sunny Dakar.
Okay, good stuff. I'm in sunny London, so to speak. So Bernie, from our previous conversations, I know that you have a personal mission to help alleviate poverty in Africa. Tell us the story behind that and how it contributed to the creation of MaTontine.
Yes, so I lived most of my life abroad. I spent most of my life in the UK and then spent about 4 years in the US. And I always wanted to move back to Africa. And it comes from a legacy that my father laid for us as kids, which was he wanted us to go abroad, study, gain knowledge, and then come back to Africa to, exploit that knowledge for the better of our continent and our countries, right? That was his philosophy of spending all that money to send us abroad. So I always had this yearning to come back to be part of the generation of Africans that made a difference in trying to solve some of the really complex problems we face here in Africa. I decided to do a new business, what I felt would match my own personal mission of helping alleviate poverty through technology and entrepreneurship. And that's where I started thinking about what could I do to meet this mission. And around that time, I saw tontines, right? A lot of people don't know what tontines are, so let me describe it for you. So the way tontines work, or the basic tontines work, is 10 people come together every month, as an example, and each person puts $10 in a pot. At the end of the month, there's a pot of $100. A draw is done and somebody wins that pot of $100. And the cycle repeats itself every month until everybody has won that pot of $100, right? And you can only win that pot one time.
So we can say that tontines are not just about saving money, they're about social interactions as well, right?
100%. And that's a really critical point you just raised here, because when I did my initial research around tontines, I found that tontines worldwide had just a 3% default rate. So only 3% of the time were they falling apart. And when you think about why that's the case, it's because you're doing tontines with people you know, your mom, your dad, your neighbors, right? And so there's this social pressure to make sure that you guys are constantly contributing for the greater benefit of you and your community.
So tell us more about MaTontine and how your solution works.
Okay. So what we've done is we've tried to link the financial services we provide to your behavior of a tontine and also the tontine process.
Yeah.
What we do is we look for large groups of women who already do tontines, and then we lay down in front of them a value proposition, which is about getting them access to finance, right? And we describe for them a path to getting that finance, right? So if you behave well on your tontines, we'll give you a small loan, you repay that small loan well, you get access to a bigger loan, and so on and so forth, right? And once they agree to doing that, we then have field agents that go out in the field to enroll them or in effect, digitize them, right? Because by enrolling them, we capture all the KYC information, proof of address, proof of identity cards, all that kind of stuff. And once we digitize them, we and our partners can now offer them digital financial services, right? Yeah. And that's how it works.
Yeah, and there's the credit scoring component as well, which is quite important, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the credit scoring is crucial. It's crucial because for two reasons. It's crucial for us because that's how we determine who the best savers and financially prudent people are. It's also crucial for the member, right? Because we're very conscious as a company that we alone cannot solve the problem, right?
And Bernie, where do you see MaTontine in 3 years?
So I'm going to paint you a dream that I have of what MaTontine looks like in 3 years' time. There is this woman in a small village in Africa, in Dakar, in Senegal, for example. She goes onto her phone and she says, I need a loan of $100. She publishes that on our platform by sending us, by requesting that loan on our platform, and that gets dispersed around the world. Our partners, banking partners, microfinance partners see that request for that $100 loans. Individuals around the world see that request for $100 loans. A banking partner says, oh, I will give you that loan at 12% interest. A microfinance says, oh, I'll give it to you at 10% interest. A young woman in London who, for her, it's not about financial gain, says, oh, I'll give you that loan at 5% interest. Right? And there our platform comes in. We know this woman very well. We have a profile of this woman. We know her monthly revenues. We know her social graph. We know her tontine groups. We know how much she can save a month, right? So we know her profile. We also know the profile of the potential lenders, right? And we match these two things using artificial intelligence, machine learning, and we developed for this woman. Not only do we say this woman in London is the best person you can get that loan from, we also develop a financial plan for that woman, right? Based on all the information we know about both parties. So now you've gone from a situation where nobody wants to offer this woman financial services to a situation where people are competing to offer this woman financial services, right? That's what financial inclusion looks like to us.
Wow, Bernie, let me tell you that, wow. That's a very powerful vision.
Thank you. But it's a very complex one to get.
It's complex, but we need to start by having the right vision.
Correct.
And you mentioned a word that is very important to me. You mentioned the word dream.
Yes.
And for me, dream is the main thing because you need to see it first, right?
100%.
You need to visualize it. And in this case, to be able to explain it and then go for it.
100%.
So dream, when you have big dreams, is the first step to achieve big things in life. That's
100%.
what I believe in.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Bernie, thank you very much for your time, my brother.
It's a pleasure.
It was a very inspiring conversation. So thank you very much for it.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right.
it. Thank you.
Take care.